Hello everyone and welcome back to Take My Journey. Today I'm going to be talking about my new Tasty air fryer that I've had for a couple of months now, and it's one of my favorite kitchen tools for my carnivore lifestyle. So we're going to go over a few things about it, and I'm going to let you know of some of my favorite things that I like to cook in it, especially in the wintertime, and I hope you enjoy it. Now, I do want to take a moment to thank Tasty today. They are a sponsor of this video, and they are going to give my followers, or those of you watching my video, if you'd like to order the Tasty, today is March 1st, and they're having a happy anniversary for the next 2 weeks, but they gave me a link for my followers, Take My Journey 30. I will leave the link below. And in that link, you're going to get $30 off your Tasty. You're going to get a PDF of carnivore style things that you can cook in your Tasty. And because it's their anniversary, they're giving my followers this knife and fork set to go along with your Tasty and your PDF and your $30 off. They're going to give you this for free. One of the things that I really do like about this air fryer, that I've had air fryers before, but Tasty has come out with their new air fryer, and the inside of their air fryer, the tray and around it is ceramic coated, which really is a game changer for me. I've had air fryers in the past, they get all scratched up, everything's sticking constantly, it doesn't last that long, and boom, it gets thrown out. I've had this one for 2 or 3 months, and I've been cooking on it regularly. And I do have to say that this has still stayed pristine. It is in very good condition, very good non-stick, and it's got the good silicone things that haven't fallen off or gotten lost. I love that. The same ceramic coating is on the inside, which for me makes for such great cleanup. Because living in a farmhouse, I do not have a dishwasher and I don't have a garbage disposal. So this, I cook up bacon or my sausage or even my steak. I let it cool for a couple minutes. I take a paper towel and I can wipe it out, throw it away. It's an easy rinse. Same with this little tray. This tray is great because you can put it in and it elevates your steaks so they get cooked all the way around. Or you can flip it the other way and you could put things in the slots like toast, and it's a great addition there. Again, I need easy cleanup, and this is one of the best. Also, if you don't live in a farmhouse and you have a dishwasher, you can throw it right in the dishwasher, done, and it's good to go. I love that about this Tasty. Another great thing I love about this Tasty is that they have added a cooking probe. And it's right here in the side, which is wonderful. It always stores in the side so you never lose it. And as you can see, the probe is in there. It wraps around and it's got a nice little compartment that you can hold the probe in, and it goes right back into its spots right here, and you won't lose it. The probe goes in on this side, you stick it into your meat, and it closes right on it. And then you can set your meat of choice. They have steak, chicken, pork, many choices. You put the probe in there and you can put what doneness you like. Their temperature for steaks is, I like medium rare. And you put that temperature in there and you can adjust it if you want it a little more well done or a little less medium rare, whatever you want. But I have to say, my steaks have come out perfectly. And it's interesting because the probe, if you're going to use it, you would need to use it on a little bit thicker meat. So I use it on my thicker steaks. I use it on my Cornish game hens, and I use it on salmon or a thicker fish. If you have the really thin sliced meat, doesn't matter. You don't need to use the probe. I throw my stuff in there. One of my favorite treats that I love to have on my carnivore diet is my pork belly. I buy pork belly in Costco size. I chop it up. I put it in Ziploc bags in the freezer, and I take them out one at a time. I have it for snacks. I have it for breakfast, and I love it. I love the temperature setting on this Tastee that you don't get with other air fryers. This Tastee air fryer will go up to 450, which makes a perfect crusty sear on your steaks. And it also is great when I'm cooking my pork belly. I put my chopped pork belly in there, I cook it up and pull it out, and it's ready to go. And again, you can adjust it depending on your likeness of your steak or your pork belly or anything else that you might adjust in temperature. One thing I do want to stress is I am at a higher altitude. I'm at 4,800 feet at the base of the mountain. So cooking temperatures, if I give you any cooking time temperatures, you might have to adjust it for your altitude. One of my favorite things that I love to cook in my Tastee are my eggs. And I'm not talking scrambled eggs or over easy eggs, which you probably could do. But my favorite thing is to cook them hard-boiled, or should I say soft-boiled eggs. I just throw my eggs in this Tastee. I set it at 300 degrees for about 9 minutes, and they come out perfectly soft, but not too soft in the middle. They're great for breakfast. They're great to go along with your steak. They're even great for those who aren't carnivore that like to have that cut in half egg on top of their ramen that has just the juiciness on top. Perfect. Like I said, 300 degrees. You just do regular air fry. Do it for 9 minutes. May adjust for altitude, but that is definitely one of my favorites. And there is no cleanup. The eggs go in a clean air fryer and they come out of a clean air fryer. You put your eggs into a bowl of ice bath, and that's what I do just to kind of stop the cooking, and then they peel easier. So just remember to do that. If I do 3 eggs, I have a little bowl. I put like 3 ice cubes in there, and I take those out and I just kind of plunge them in that little ice bath for about 3 minutes, and they're good to go. One of my favorite things. Another of my favorite things that I love to cook in this Tastee air fryer are my hamburger patties. And as a carnivore, you know we eat a lot of hamburger patties, whether it's for dinner, lunch, breakfast. They're a go-to for us. And I throw those frozen hamburger patties from Costco, the sirloin ones in there, frozen, and I cook them for about 11 minutes. I flip them in between about halfway, and then once it turns off, you top it with your favorite cheese, close it back up, just give it a couple minutes, like a minute or two to melt the cheese, and voila, they are ready to go. I also like to add freshly on top after that a little bit of nice cold goat cheese, if that's something that you're interested in. So easy, so fast. And as far as cleanup in this kitchen with no dishwasher and no garbage disposal, you just let it cool down a little bit. Not too much, just enough that you can touch it because you don't want the cheese to harden. Take a soft cloth, you can clean it off, clean the bottom, and it's so easy. If you have a little bit of cheese on there that's a little bit harder, if you cooled too long, then you can just throw it in the sink, put some Dawn and some hot water, give it like 2 minutes. It comes right off. That's another one of my favorite things are my hamburger patties. Now the one thing about this Tastee that is perfect for my husband and I, it's the perfect size. It's 5.5 quart. It's about an 8 by 8 circumference and 4 inches high. It works great for my husband and I. We can put a couple New York steaks in there, a couple hamburgers in there. We can put quite a few chicken wings in there. I am hoping that Tastee will come out with a larger, like say 8 quart size for those of you who have more in your family, because I think it's a great air fryer. But for us, it's perfect. And I have to say, when we try to cook a steak in this kitchen, in our cast iron, we have no ventilation. This kitchen, as you see, it's pretty small. We live in an old farmhouse. This kitchen completely fills up, and our dining room completely fills up with smoke. Even when we have the windows open, there's just no fan. It's an old house. So in the wintertime, when we don't have our Blackstone on the porch to be able to cook, this is a lifesaver with searing our steaks and cooking our steaks. Also, we travel in an Airstream. And when we're traveling in an Airstream and it's raining outside or it's terrible weather and you can't cook your steaks out on the grill or on the fire, you have another backup. Again, no smoke, none of that filling up your Airstream. And it's such a great backup plan for traveling in your travel trailer. Another great thing that this Tastee air fryer has, it has a little window right here, and you can turn a light on and you can see how your food is cooking, which is great. It's a great little tool to be able to look in there. You don't always want to constantly open your air fryer because you're losing the heat that's going to give you the punch that it needs for, cooking properly. So I know sometimes we open the air fryer, check it, open the air fryer. If you can look in the little window and kind of get an idea of what's going on, that's such a great thing to have. It's really nice to be able to check out your food and see what's going on. Another great thing about this Tastee air fryer is it has an app that you download onto your phone and you actually sync it with your Tastee, which is so great because it'll have the timer, what's cooking, everything that's going on, and you don't have to stand over it because there are some things, like it'll tell you to flip your steak halfway through, and you don't want to stand around and just sit there and keep staring at the Tastee. If you've got the app on your phone, you can be relaxing, watching YouTube, doing whatever you do, and you can check it out or it'll let you know. That is such a great thing to have along with your air fryer. And I have to tell you, when I went on there, there are so many recipes. There are even carnivore recipes. But I know not everybody in your family is carnivore, so on that app, you will get all kinds of ideas, fun ideas on what to do in your Tastee. One of the cutest ones that I saw is you throw hot dogs in the bottom of your Tastee. You cook them at the allotted amount, and then it tells you when to open it and throw your buns right next to your hot dogs and put it back in so your buns get warmed up with your hot dogs. My husband eats hot dogs all the time for lunch. It's a go-to for him, quick and easy, both of them together. It's really great, and it's convenient. Instead of cooking your hot dogs on one pan, going and heating up your buns in the microwave or whatever you do, you just open it, put your buns in, open your buns, put them right next, and then it'll warm them up for you right with your hot dogs. So there's many things like that in the app that you will get great ideas about what to do with your Tastee. I hope you enjoyed my review today of my Tastee air fryer. Again, very convenient for small spaces, very convenient for those of you who don't have a dishwasher or a garbage disposal, because cleanup is great. And it's also great for those of you who travel in an RV. It's 1,500 watts and it is 5.5 quarts. And I hope you enjoyed it today. Thank you for taking my journey, and we will see you next time. Have a great day.